Oh, good to see you once again. As much as I love watching films, I miss the days when films simply made you feel good and let you go with a smile on your face. The kind of film that makes you feel that all is right with the world for 2 to 3 hours before you mentally return to the hellscape that we live in. While these films have certainly dwindled, there's still a few gems across the Indian cinematic culture that have stayed with me. So, my Andi Bandi Shandis, I decided to do something different and give you 5 whole films that just make you feel good. The first is a classic and a comfort film for many, myself included. Dil Chahta Hai. Farhan Akhtar's directorial debut, a unique ensemble cast, and the antithesis of what was, at least back then, the norm. I was a young person. Sorry, I am a young person. But Dil Chahta Hai was released long before I saw it. And I only watched it around 2021 or so. When I finished watching this film, I had one regret. That I hadn't watched it earlier. Seriously, it is such a quirky film and it holds up so well to this day. All 3 main characters, Sameer, Akash, Siddharth, are incredibly lovable and yet so clearly defined. And what is even more impressive is that all of their stories are equally interesting and engaging. This is the gold standard for making a coming-of-age film, in my opinion, at least in Indian cinema. It has everything the genre needs: realistic characters, natural performances, and believable conflict. And just as a bonus on top, great music. It helps to produce such a lovable vibe in the entire film. I mean, I'm not saying this is an unbiased perspective. I definitely have my biases. I mean, I love Saif Ali Khan whenever he plays like this goofy, lovable guy, like Hum Tum Kal Ho Na, that type of era. And Sameer is no different. Actually, the trio altogether possess such organic chemistry that it makes the ending that much more satisfying and, as an audience, makes me feel delighted. If there was one word to describe this film, it would be authentic. Largely thanks to the young writers and director, Dil Chahta Hai contains a vibe that films just seem to lack nowadays. Whether that is nostalgia for a time I never even experienced, but this film really does speak to me. And no matter how many times I watch this, no matter how many times I experience these characters and this world, I will always love it. If Dil Chahta Hai was the golden standard for a coming-of-age film, then Do Duni Char is, I feel, the gold standard for a family comedy. It has something that every family can relate to and every viewer can connect with. Watching this film made me realize how similar Indian film families are in so many ways. There is an incredibly strong cast playing the Duggals. Rishi and Neetu Kapoor play the parents with their 2 children portrayed by Archit Krishna and Aditi Vasudev. Together, they're such a realistic and just awesome family that it is impossible not to love them. Their simple story of trying to buy a car and how the entire family bands together to achieve this is so adorable. It is a dream many middle-class families would recognize one way or another. Rishi Kapoor as Santosh Duggal is the soul of the film. He plays the character of a middle-class father so well, they just forget that he's bloody Rishi Kapoor. He's also supported by his real and real-life wife, Neetu Kapoor, who plays a loving mother and is just perfect for this role. She is just so charming and it's just awesome. Do Duni Char is comforting in its truest sense and has an evergreen quality that feels timeless, despite it being 16 years old this year. This film, for lack of a better word, just feels like home. Now, this film is something I never really intended to watch, but I'm so happy I did anyway. Bangalore Days is a Malayalam film starring Dulquer Salman, Nazriya Nazim, Nivin Pauly, and Fahad Fasal in lead roles. Along similar lines to Dil Chahta Hai, this film explores the lives of 3 cousins and their stories and how their love and friendship with each other helped them overcome, their personal struggles. If you somehow watched Yariya 2, I don't know what you're doing. It was a remake of this film. And if you watched Shihariya 2 before Bangalore Days, you missed out, because this is unironically one of the sweetest films you will ever experience. It is like eating condensed milk right out of the tin. The film is also upheld by some incredibly sincere performances, especially by Nazriya Nazim, in my opinion, and by what I feel is an unexpected superstar in this film, Fahad Fasil as Shiv Das. He is such a beautifully written character with so many layers, flaws, and qualities that take the entire film to reveal. Essentially, Fahad Fasil's character is the equivalent of an onion in this film. The more layers you pull and take apart, the deeper you get to him as a character, until you understand him completely as to why he is like this. Seriously, if for nothing else, watch it for his performance. I can tell you it is amazing. It definitely beats Pushpa 2. It's also filmed in such a warm tone that just fills the film with a sense of comfort. Bangalore Days, it's the film you watch when you want to just feel good about the world, when you want to reminisce about the past while, being hopeful for the future. If there's one word that I have to define it as, it has to be heartwarming. Now in Telugu cinema, I'm a big fan of Nani. He consistently chooses interesting scripts and puts his faith in younger creators and fresh stories. The first film I ever watched of him was Iga, also known as Makki in Hindi, which was before I even knew who this man was. And he managed to make me feel for fly. Like, come on. When I decided to binge watch his filmography, I found this film called Ante Sundaraniki. Sorry for the mispronunciation. When I watched it, I was surprised to learn that it flopped at its theatrical release in 2022, because it is such a sweet film that is so uncommon in mainstream Telugu cinema. Ante is so endearing in its visual style and characters, and even manages to provide commentary on the pressures placed upon interreligious relationships. Now, when I watched Ante, it was after I watched Saripota Shanivaram, which, if you have seen that film, is essentially a ball of testosterone and adrenaline. It's basically like, the entire film. So watching Ante let me experience Nani's more carefree, animated, and just happier side. He slides into this role effortlessly, in my opinion, and is supported by the chemistry he shares with Leela Thomas, also played by Nazriya Nazim. As their relationship is what drives the entire film, we as an audience need to feel that chemistry, and they do not miss the mark. It's not like, they dropped their books, locked eyes, a song goes by, now they're married and happily ever after. There's a genuine development in their relationship that we get to experience. It's a far more realistic portrayal of love that I don't think is as apparent even today. It shows that love is something that blossoms over time. The conflict in this film also works due to the supporting cast who play the families of Leela and Sundar. They have an understandable perspective whilst not being over the top, which I feel is one of the better villains you can do. Or at least in this case, I guess slightly apprehensive figures. As someone who has a strong preference and has watched many rom-coms, I think Ante is one of the more charming films in the genre and just a plain good time. The film just lets you enjoy a simple story wrapped in a unique package and makes it a memorable ride that definitely did not deserve to flop. My final film, and honestly one of the best films I've ever watched, is Miyaragan. It is a film that is so hard to explain to someone who hasn't watched it, because essentially it is a feeling. The story for this one is so incredibly simple, but it takes you on such a journey about a man named Arul Modi who returns to his hometown after many years to attend his sister's wedding. The film focuses on themes of loss, time, and home. I unfortunately missed the apparently longer theatrical version, but when it came out on Netflix, I still did not know what to expect. But after finishing the film, I was in tears, man. It is such a beautiful film that on the surface is just people yapping for 2 or so hours. But it's what surrounds it is what makes it so beautiful. It's anchored by two absolutely masterclass of a performance, played by Karthi and Arvind Swamy, who perform so well that, like Do Duni Chap, remind you of someone in your own family, which is its biggest advantage. It is heavily reliant on convincing you, the audience, that this is a tight-knit community with its own culture and love for each other, like their own shared history. And it does that incredibly well. It does that whilst not burying us in exposition, but makes us as an audience feel like we're at the function with them, celebrating with them. This is its greatest quality. Seriously, if you do not watch the film, then please just watch the portion where Arul gives his sister the gifts. I promise you, it will make you teary-eyed, unless you have a stone-cold heart. It certainly made me. Miyadagan is like a warm blanket that wraps you in comfort, nostalgia, and pure soul. I love it for its cinematic quality, deeply beautiful characters, and story. The only way you can describe Miyadagan is beauty in the simplest of things. Anyway, guys, these are my recommendations for films that, if you want to watch something that makes you feel good, these are my favorite options. I hope that we do continue to create these films and potentially revive the era of the family film. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I really want to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you enjoy my perspective on cinema, please join me by subscribing and become one of my Andi Bandi Shandis. Comment down below and tell me what your feel-good films are. As always, I will continue making these videos for your entertainment and my experience. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, and we shall meet at someone's wedding.
But wait! There's more!
Hi there, this is me. Ha ha ha.